Welcome back to Empowered. I'm Elizabeth Namovsky. On today's episode, we're discussing buying, selling, and investing in real estate. So, Matilda, what are the most common mistakes that people do when they're purchasing a property?
So the most common one is them going outside and putting offers on properties without getting written pre-approval. Just by them going online and on those computer websites where they have those calculators doesn't mean you actually qualified for that, because calculator doesn't count that you are just started a new job and you're on probation. So you're not getting a mortgage at all. They don't calculate it because of your low credit score. You're not even qualified for that rate. So your purchase ability is going even more down. Another thing they need to know is about the down payment. Where's your money coming from? This is country of immigrants. Most of people are bringing money from outside. Do they know that most of banks will require a minimum of 3 months that money just sitting in this account, and they just made an offer closing in 3 weeks? That's not going to work out. And simply put, I think the third and the worst one for us is going without an agent. You need an agent who's going to represent you and you only.
So, what should buyers be aware of when they're reviewing properties?
Before you even go out, they should go online and do the position of the house. Check it. If they're backing out of big highways or like roads or maybe train tracks, anything that might be a problem down the road to sell it or you don't like it, don't waste your time and don't drive. Another big thing is to know the age of the house. From 1995 to 2007, there was a huge problems with high-tech plumbing. I bet you 70% of agents don't even know what the high-tech plumbing is, unfortunately. But that's why you need to have an inspection. Also, the house is from 1965 to 76. They had aluminum wiring. Now, all these problems will cause you not to get a mortgage because insurance are not going to take that house as is. You will have to, and without insurance, you can't get a mortgage. So make sure you check that before you go there and have an inspection for sure.
So, how can buyers have their offer attractive to the opposite now, the seller, in multiple offer situations? Because it gets really difficult at that time. And you still have the conditions on financing and inspection fulfilled.
Yes, so that's a tough one. So lately, the sellers, of course, in multiple offers, they want a deal done fast and they don't want anybody to back off. So when we say firm offer, that means here's my money, see you on the closing. When we say conditional, that means I'm buying it, but if I get this fulfilled. Now, what I tell you every single time, the seller will take the lower offer that's firm over the higher offer with the conditions. So how we bypass that? We actually when we list those houses, we give it a week or so time. So you have plenty of time to see the house, send the listing, and speak with your bank to approve the amount that you can go for, so you can knock down that one. And then you have enough time to do an inspection too before the actually offer presentation day. That way, you fulfilled your conditions and we still go in firm.
So what do you do when all of a sudden you want this house, you love this house? Because when people see it, they see themselves living in the house, they see their future in this house, it's their house in their mind. But then all of a sudden you've got multiple offers and people start a bidding war.
So this is where your agent actually has to do the due diligence and see when to pull the plug. So I tell my clients, based on the most recent sales, and that's what I think how much this house is worth to you, I tell you, I'm comfortable until this price. You can go more than that, but then you take your responsibility of maybe not getting the mortgage for that amount of money, and then you will have to find the difference. If you can't find the difference, you're in pickle.
Yeah, no kidding. And what do you look for when purchasing? Let's move it to a condo now instead of a house. You want to live in a condo. What do you look for?
So you have to know end goal. What is your end goal? Why are you buying this condo? Is it for you to live there forever, or maybe just to be a jumping board so within 3-4 years you sell it and you go into a better place? If that's the case, then you need to buy the condo that appreciates a lot, which means there's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of rentals, so you kind of have to suck it up for a few years. Yeah. But if you want to be living there for a very long time and you want quiet time, then you're going to need to look into different buildings, and you need to ask your lawyer to check status certificate for what's the ratio for the rental properties in those buildings.
Okay, so let's talk about the right time to buy. Everybody has a different time frame in their mind. So what exactly is the right time to buy?
So the right time is when you're ready. Forget the summertime, forget the market down, market up. That doesn't mean anything to you. Who cares if the market is down if you don't have money for down payment or if your life is different? So when you're ready, you're ready emotionally and financially, it's time for you to buy. Even if the market is high, if you sit on a house for the next 3 to 5 years, it's going to catch up and you're golden.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to flip it and we're going to start talking about selling, if you're selling a property, and what to look for and red flags or whatever it is, just to help other people that are in the position of selling. And so don't go away. We will be right back with more real estate buying, selling, and investing.